Hey everyone, it's Libby from Meister Tarot. I'd like to acknowledge the Worimi First Nations people. It's WORIMI, and welcome to you, your guides, my guides, and the universal energies. The reading I did yesterday that I then removed because, for whatever reason, even though I changed absolutely nothing from my previous four readings, the audio didn't work. So obviously there was something in that reading that I then needed to backtrack and may have been personally just for me to hear. So I'll tackle that reading again this afternoon. That was the reading in regards to the non-Earth minerals that have been discovered in a Somalian asteroid. It was a really fascinating reading, so I'm looking forward to doing that again for you this afternoon. Now, what I want to have a quick look at, I'm using my Gilded Tarot Royale, is NATO troops going into Ukraine. Both the French president or prime minister and the Polish and French leaders and Polish leaders have both said yes, they are prepared to send troops in. One of the reasons being is the fact that the US have their house, their GOP house, has blocked aid so far, aid that should have gone to Ukraine. Oh gosh, nearly 12 months ago, at least 6 months ago. Um, and Memories are still fresh in Europe. The US have not had incursions on US soil for centuries, but memories are still fresh in Europe about what happened, first of all, with the USSR after World War II, but also during World War II with the Hitler invasion of surrounding countries. They're still very aware of how that plays out. Their attitude, and quite rightly so, is better to fight this invasion on Ukrainian soil than on their own. So let's have a look. Let's have a look. Will there be show me the energies behind. Sorry, I'm just getting chills all the way up and down. Using my Gilded Tarot Royale, entertainment only. Let's have a look. Polish and French troops, the energies behind the talks about sending troops into Ukraine. I'm seeing Ukrainian soldiers that have had horrific injuries sent back, healed, and sent forward again to the lines because they're just running out of troops. And I'm talking about guys with one arm, girls with one leg, scarring, etc., who have been wounded, gone back, got the health care they needed, and sent back to the front line because they are so desperate for troops. Okay, let's see how this plays. Come on down. Big sigh. Manifestation. The magician. Pulling the rabbit out of the hat. Big yes card. Yes. The Hanged Man. Not happening yet, but what's happening is they ask, okay, the money is not coming from the US at the moment. I do feel it will, but it's boy oh boy, they're still yapping about it. The money has been delayed, so they're looking at other ways that they can support Ukraine. The EU stepping right up. Energies behind the scenes. Yeah, awful, awful, sad energy. The Four of Swords, the wounded warrior, the feeling of being entrapped. It's about trying to hold ground that they already have, not not retreating. Okay, coming out of that in the face of the abuse of power on the battlefield and this toxic masculine in the face of the rise of the feminine. It's very much about it's going to get worse before it gets better. What is happening as this masculine energy desperately tries to hold on. It's like Rome trying to conquer the world and enslave, but the feminine is rising and fighting back. So yeah, this is the energies that are going on at the moment. The two signifier cards. Okay, the karma over them. The Nine of Pentacles, the money being held up by, if you have a look at the peregrine here, it's got a red hood on, not listening to what is needed, the money being held up by those that are just in their gilded cage. Doesn't affect us. Why should we be concerned about it? Well, if Ukraine fall, it will affect you. I think you will find it will. But anyhow, yeah, there's a collective awakening to this, an inevitability in regards to this call to arms. So Europe is realising this. The money's being held up to support Ukraine due to the MAGA element. There is an awakening, a call to arms in regards to this. The outcome, balance and moderation, juggling for balance, juggling for peace, to bring about peace. We have here the feminine energy bringing forward an offer that has not yet been revealed. It's still in discussions, not yet been revealed. We have here the Six of Wands. Can be a victory card, but to me it's a message that's put out there that is a very uncomfortable message that is seen and heard. Can also be the troops riding into Ukraine. They're still discussing it. It's about stability, security, protection. It's very much about trying to prevent the ship from crashing onto the rocks. But they're still discussing it. It's slow movement forward. Slow movement forward. May not go ahead. Got 3 cups lost and walking away. It may not go ahead, but we've got here a truth being brought forward. Powerful truth being brought forward. The voters, skilled work going on behind the scenes in regards to Ukraine defending themselves. They've got the higher ground. Movement forward with the truth and working together. So it may not be, and here we've got Putin disappointed in the outcome with his lies, or I should say the Kremlin, because I don't know that Putin's even still alive, desperate to hold on, but being banished out into the cold. Do wonder whether, because on the base we've got the Ace of Pentacles, new security, new stability, new money in the face of this insanity that is going to bring forward this light. This light. I am thinking that it is still under discussion. That's going to be more of a behind the scenes support rather than troops going in. Just have a look what's on the bottom. Here's the fighting, crossroads in regards to the fighting. Sorry, my light. A crossroads in regards to the fighting. But then we've got the new start, overseas aid coming in to the government. I think what's happening is this talk going on about Mike Johnson bringing forth the bill. Behind the scenes at the moment, I think the aid bill is going to come forward, which is really going to make, and I think it'll be passed. I have read that it'll be passed, but it will be one of the last things Mike Johnson does, as the MAGAs go ballistic about that and toss him out. The RNC convention here, which is only 3 months away. I think it might even happen before the RNC convention, but let's have a look. I think the bill will be passed and not too long after. So it may be after the RNC convention that Johnson loses his seat, but let's have a look. What do we need to know in regards to European countries sending in troops into Ukraine? I feel like bursting into tears, actually. Come on, Del, let's have a look. Yeah, it's a heavy, 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 heavy message. Ukraine is literally slogging uphill. They are fighting for the whole of Europe. They are literally slogging uphill in regards to this. See if I can get a little bit more light on the scene. Yeah, we've got here the battlefield, the abuse of power, the feeling of having just falling on the battlefield as their challenge. Oh, goodness. They're waiting for the money. Their basket is empty. They are waiting for some help. Feel like they've been abandoned. Yes, I get that totally. But we have the new financial beginning. Oh, goodness me. Just awful, awful, awful cards for the people of Ukraine. But we have then a new beginning of security, a new beginning of support, a new beginning of finances, the immediate future. It is time. I know this being the moon card, it's very much about secrets being brought to the surface, but I'm just drawn to the clock here. It is time in the immediate future. You've got the domestic versus the wild, the two pillars of wisdom. It is time that clock turns. It's been emotionally overwhelming. Externally, you've got the Sun card. Huge hope, huge joy. And internally, my Zelensky card, bringing forward a new message, a new plan with compassion but strength, hopes and fears, the truth being brought forward, a message of truth. In the in the future, we've got the past promises, but good news. A lot of good news coming forward very quickly, and then we have the Star of Hope and Healing. Okay, whoo-wee. Okay. Just looking at what's coming. It's on the base. The King of Pentacles. The King of Finances, government, taking control and celebration, a feminine celebration. Here we've got be careful what you wish for with that devil energy and Russia, as there is this protection coming, ending of an emotional cycle. King of Swords bringing forth the truth, and Ace of Swords. And then we've got the other two knights, an offer being made, volatile message being brought forward, strength, and then downfall, and then peace. Okay. Discussions going on. I think what this is really telling me is that the US aid package will pass. It's more that aid package will pass more than troops on the ground going in, but there's some serious discussions going on in Europe at the moment. It may be behind the scenes, it may be them being able to, Europe supplying what Ukraine needs. I'm not seeing it as actual frontline boots on the ground. It might be background support. Oh, okay, thank you. I just got shown doctors and nurses and strangely enough, bus drivers and things like that. So I'm thinking what'll happen is that what will be put into Ukraine is okay, they're in uniform. So it's troops to cover the back room jobs, is what I'm getting, to free up Ukrainians. You don't send your doctors and nurses to the front line, but I suspect they're going to have to. This is sort of part of this workaround. It's going to need whole world rebuilding afterwards. Okay, but the world will be there. World will be there, and world will help rebuild. Okay, I'm going to leave it like that. Let's see how it plays. Love to you all. Take care.